Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Phantom Brave. I was gonna say Disgaea 5 Alliance of Vengeance. That's wrong. Okay, so, Primitive Altar. I did one extra level worth of grinding to buy a sword, just so Grand Slam Man is not weak. Skip demo, hell no.
Grr. You've been making fools of my grunts! I am the great Raphael, leader of the White Wolf Army and invincible swordsman. Scared? Well, little girl, you must be the chroma that those whelps hired. I'll break your bones. I'll gnash your knees. Are you ready to run yet?
Actually, can we talk this over?
Is this some trick to pull the wool over my eyes? How dare you try to trick me?
No, I just want to...
Morona, don't you think he's acting a little odd? He doesn't sound much like Raphael to me. Maybe he's an imposter.
What's that supposed to mean?
That face. Barona's face. Oh man, I wish the sprites were in HD. I think there's an HD version coming out on Steam at some point, but I'm probably going to come back and play this again when that comes around, or at least for a little bit, just because, God, I'd love to see these sprites in, like, 1080p. Anyway.
He just said he was Raphael, leader of the White Wolf Army and invincible swordsman. Remember?
Is he even carrying a sword? You can't go through life believing what everyone says. They'll walk all over you.
That isn't nice, Ash. You're too negative. You need to learn to trust people.
Man, the music in this game is so on point. Oh, it's this one. I remember this one. Okay, doesn't look like we've got any protection details at all. Alright, that makes this easier. Let's take a look at what we got around us. Nothing but bushes, except for that rock there. Okay. Can I confine? Yeah. Alright. So, I'm actually going to bring out Grand Slam Man first. For a couple of reasons. I might actually leave Ash for the very end. But Grand Slam Man has a sword. And there's something really important about said sword. Why don't we confine in this bush, too? We can bring out Potato, because Potato needs some experience anyway. And then I'll leave everybody else for the time being. So I gave Grand Slam Man a sword. And that means he can actually do some kind of useful things. I still haven't figured out how to do minus and move. For whatever reason, it doesn't like my control stick. So I don't really understand. Either way, and we could pick up the bush. I can't lift the bush? Maybe it's because she was standing on top of it. That's probably why. Now, this makes it... Okay, cool. We can still use ice. Yeah, I figured I'd pick up the bush because it would give me a... I was figuring I could pick up the bush because it would give me a nice damage bonus. Let's see. So it looks like we got some stuff like spread out all the way on the beach, but getting over there is going to be a mess. So what we probably want to do is... Where's this rock? What's the tree give us? Minus to attack. I really wish it would actually tell me what the tree stats would be. Wait, Z plus. Z plus? Plus? It's a switch display, but it just brings me back to Morona. Alright. Well, I guess we're just gonna come up here, and we're gonna start confining. Let's do this. We'll give him a bush, and confine Tareen. I don't actually know if Tareen's gonna be able to do damage, but, she can always pick up a, something. Okay. So, I believe if we move Grand Slam Man right here, That's probably going to be the best for me. Okay, attack Berserker. Damn. There's no way of waiting, is there? Nuts. Okay, maybe we try this. Pure edging it. I want to be able to hit at least 2 dudes with this. And if I can't do that, I feel like I'm wasting the strike. Maybe if I'm, like, right here? Unfortunately, the cursor tends to kind of magnetize enemies. There we go. Okay, so at least be able to hit 2 of them. Yeah! So this game has some kind of interesting AoE abilities, and since everything's, you know, you can pretty much go anywhere on the map. You know, there's no tiles or grid or anything like that. It actually makes it really easy to pull off some kind of slick attacks as far as I'm concerned. Which I've always kind of appreciated from a gameplay perspective, and it lets me do, I don't know, I feel like I can pull off some dirty combos this way. Let's do Steel Magnolia. I don't actually know if she can kill a slime this way. But she can at least do some damage. Yeah, her plant damage is limited at best. But whatever. Okay. And you are kind of garbage. But you're gonna last a while, so we're gonna give you the rock. Okay, so the reason... Oh, really? You picked up Raphael? That's... I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I played a little bit of this game, you know, back in the day. Actually, a fair amount, but I barely remember any of it. Oh, well, we can't do Berserker again. Well, in that case, Angle Slash. But there's definitely a lot of things that I don't remember. I also played the PS2 version, so the Wii version has some stuff that, I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. Okay. We might as well do Steel Magnolia. It does slightly less damage. Well, no. It's not very good. See, the one thing I don't know about this is the FABE. Whatever. I don't exactly know how that works. If that might actually just relate to, like, growth speed, not, like, damage or anything like that. I think that's the case. So technically, we can, technically we can use... Oh, yep, there she's gone. See, actually, let's go after this one. I don't think she's gonna kill it. Yeah, I figured as much. That's one thing I wanted to check. What's Morona's stats? Ah, her int is pretty high. Okay, so yeah, using her as a caster is going to be viable. I think her growth rate's going to be bad, but at least her attacks will do damage, which is mainly what I'm looking for. Profit Punch. This probably does, like, 0 damage. It does an okay amount. Okay. And I believe I get extra money based on that. Okay. Now, I believe if I attack this slime, Raphael takes damage as well. Not much, but he does. He's got 94 HP, though. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Okay. Well, let's just slowly bring this guy in. 'Cause I don't think I can do much. Yeah, Dodge Rock isn't far enough. Rock Punch. Toss. Toss is no good. Alright. Now, she took some damage. I think we'll be okay. I'm just gonna keep training her plant skills. I think this trains her plant skills slightly, right? Yes, okay. Because, yeah, increasing her SP for plant skills is pretty good. And we can focus on healing later, if we even need to. I guess I should probably make sure I heal as much as I can before I leave the level anyway. Just for the extra benefits. But still, but yeah. Note to self, get the merchant something a little bit more effective, weapon-wise. Because, yeah, if I can start using and abusing Profit Punch, that'll actually help a ton. Okay, that's some damage. He's still around. Kind of impressed. Okay, so we're gonna stick her directly next to him. Because I believe... Yep, because the way heal works, if you have characters stacked really tightly together, you can actually heal them both at the same time. And eventually you get, like, wider range heals and stuff. But I've always kind of appreciated that from a mechanic standpoint. Okay, so we want to do Rock Punch? No. Let's do Dodge Rock. I'll go pick it back up. Yeah! I don't know, I really like the weapon lifting whatever mechanics in this game. It's kind of stupid, but I think that's what makes it cool. Because they tried something different, and as a result, I don't know, they came up with something kind of interesting. I'm actually mildly disappointed that they never did, anything like this again, because I actually would consider this to be probably my favorite of the Nippon Ichi games. Like, I like the Disgaea games, but they end up being a little bit cyclical. You know, it's often like, you know, demons not being bad people, so on and so forth. Which, I mean, I don't necessarily mind. Oh, he broke my rock! Oh, wait, no. My rock just went elsewhere. Whatever. Well, this is going to be the most amount of experience this guy's going to get in a while. Yeah! So let's see. We've got a sword on top of us. We could confine actually, you know what? Let's confine Ash and Yuki anyway. Come to think of it, because the reason why you want to confine as many people as possible is purely they get extra experience just for being on the field. Not much, but they do. Okay, and since we confined Ash to a weapon, even though the stats are actually inferior to like being confined to a rock, it really does give quite the attack bonus. But yeah, so even if they didn't do anything, they still got 5 experience. Except for Morona, and Ash for some reason, but mostly Morona. Who gets more, but levels slower. I don't know, whatever.
You're not an ordinary Chroma!
I'm actually new at this. I'm Morona, and this is Ash.
Morona? Morona, the possessed one? Stay away! Help! Somebody help me!
You earn 200 Bordeaux. Really? That is not much. Oh well.
I'm sorry that I can't pay you more than that. It's really all I can do. I must consider the future of our village.
I understand. You need to take care of your village. This payment is fine.
Morona, what are you saying? It's barely anything. This was a tough job. You deserve at least triple what he paid us.
But Ash...
Well, thank you very much, Morona.
Come on, Morona, say something.
Mr. Elder?
Huh? Did you need something else?
Yes, actually. Thank you for your business.
Who in their right mind would pay top dollar for a possessed Chroma?
This sure doesn't seem worth it, after all our hard work.
Don't say that, Ash. It should be enough that we can help people. I bet the people of Terra Firma are grateful we came.
I certainly hope so.
Hello? What's up? Oh, is this for me?
What were you doing to my child?
What? I wasn't...
Don't you ever touch my baby! You already got what you came for! Go away!
I'm sure that one day...
Alright, those people are dicks. It'd actually be kind of interesting if there was a game where you could almost go like an evil route and eventually just blow up the island because, well, they're dicks. I know that would be like the super evil route, but it'd be fascinating to see. Playing Undertale Genocide mode and it's messing with my brain. Anyway, skip demo. No. Guess what, everyone? We're home. Hi, Morona. Ash, you've got C-mail. To check the mailbox, approach it and press A. Make special note of your next destination. Oh, Ash, before I forget, are you creating new characters? Battles will only get tougher, so you might want several characters. My lucky number is 7. Okay, new characters. Slime is now available to create.
How does it look?
It says, please save our island. Terrible shadows have enveloped our homes, driving us away. Please defeat the evil...
What is it, Morona?
Please defeat the evil... phantoms.
Evil phantoms, eh? Guess they don't really know about us, do they?
What should we do, Ash?
Well, what they don't know won't hurt them, will it? We just won't say anything. So, where does the client want to meet us?
The C-mail says, Vapor Island.
Vapor Island. Episode 2, Walnut.
Alright, let's check. So I've got 378 Bordeaux. We've got a population of 8 right now. Admittedly, one of that is a sword. Let's store. So we've got... Yeah, so we got some people. Let's try... Nope. Let's try creating. So who can we create? We need a blacksmith at some point. I do have the money for it. It's tempting. So, think about blacksmiths they're a little bit weaker than, the Valkyrie, or the, Nameless Soul, the Fighter. Yeah. So the Valkyrie and the Fighter tend to be a lot stronger than the blacksmith, but the blacksmith still kind of fits in the same vein. I don't know. The reason why you want a blacksmith generally is because they improve your equipment. So, I know I could go for like one more spiritual EXP, but let's just go with, let's just go with a cheap one for the time being. I'd rather save my money and spend it on weapons. I think that there's some way of improving characters for more spiritual EXP, but I do not remember. Anyway, what are we gonna name this guy? So he's a blacksmith. You know any good blacksmiths? Nope, not really. I mean... God, naming characters is so hard. I don't like it. Okay, so we're going to call him, God, I'm terrible at naming. I try. I really do. But ultimately, the only thing I can come up with is Dude. It needed to happen anyway. Okay, so let's give him some extra attack power, just because. Okay, so Dude has joined the team. So, want to boost an item? Use mana. So, if you look at... Let's see. There's a way of switching to characters, too, right? Oh, wait, no. You don't boost... You only boost items, and then you get a different person to merge items with characters. Okay, so, the stupid sword, owned by Grand Slam Man, has 46 mana. Let's see if I can do anything with it. Okay, so we can learn Burst for free, which is nice. Now, if we can get up to 240 mana, or 420 mana, we can get Groundbreaker or Killer Spin, or we can also level up the item, which increases its stats, and, let's go with that for the time being. So yeah, that increased the damage by a good 6. Now I believe all weapons level up just like players, but you can manually level them up as well. Though you might have to manually level up, it just gets cheaper as you use them. I don't remember. Well, either way, we still got 348 Bordeaux, so why don't we start buying equipment? Because we definitely need some. I believe there's only weapons in this game. I don't think you can buy like armor or accessories, but I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, so why don't we start with... Ugh, books are expensive here. Let's see, now, we could always... I'm going to take a look at Morona's skills, because honestly, arming her seems like a really good idea. So she's decent with, I really wish I could actually tell. Yeah, here we go. It doesn't actually say what it's called, but, the skull stuff and the like weird Sonic-y looking thing. So I'm gonna say support and debuff? Buff and debuffs. I don't know. She's good at those, mostly great at healing. And she's okay with plant-based stuff. Well, we don't have any plants. So let's see. Breath and Punish. Oh! Oh, interesting. Every time you talk to the merchant, they have different items. That's kind of neat. Now, we could give her a healing item, but that's not super necessary for the time being. So why don't we give Morona a normal stone cane, probably. Because... Oh, right, yeah, there's actually some significant differences between the stats here. Well, we'll give her that one. And we've still got a little bit of money left. So why don't we get... let's see, do we want a dictionary? Probably the mean dictionary. And that way Potato can do some damage. Okay, so Morona, you get the stone cane, and Potato, you get the mean dictionary. Perfect! Okay, so that's increased my damage capability substantially. And eventually we'll be upgrading weapons as we go on in chapters, and merging them over. But we have to unlock that first. So, shall we? Read the newspaper. Volume 1245. Wow. If war times, whatever. What'd you like to read? Reward for finding Scarlet. Count Malt Carmine of the Celestial Clan, a nobleman of the Aquamarine region, is offering a reward to anyone who knows the whereabouts of Scarlet the Brave. It's widely known the two were once friends. Since Scarlet disappeared 30 years ago, the Count has invested his personal fortune in searching for the long-lost Brave. Have any information? Contact the Times, Indigo Staff Writer. Okay, Bamboo Company project on deserted island. Bamboo Company Pharmaceuticals announced plans to build a laboratory on a deserted island. President Hogg had this to say: "We are firmly committed to the research and development of the medicine you need." Hogg also claims the lab won't disrupt the environment, despite recent protests. Claire, junior reporter. Okay. And Terra of Terra Firma. Looks like I was pulling your legs last week with Raphael Gone Bad story. Turns out some harebrained idiot thought he could make a name for himself by taking Raphael's. Fat chance, you thieving clod. But who's the bigger fool, the faux Raphael, or the Terra Firmans who believed him? Filbert, columnist. Okay, so that's it for that, and I believe we also have a letter. Nameless letter 1, an insulting letter addressed to Morona. Ivor is better off without you. If you like Phantom so much, why don't you join them in their world? What dicks? Okay, well, let's go to Vapor Island.
Vapor Island is considered by most to be an upscale establishment. Little do they know, it's also the wealthy's venue of choice when hiring chromas and ravens.
It's nice to finally meet you. I'm the elder of Windmill Promontory. Our fair island has been overrun by evil phantoms. The same type of spirit ravaged our island 30 years ago, during the time of the Great Purge. Of course, back then, we had Scarlet the Brave to rescue us from danger. Oh, you should have seen Scarlet. People today aren't like that. They don't help one another. But I digress. Everyone decided to chip in and hire a chroma.
That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear about your home. So you want me to get rid of the phantoms?
Yes, I'm sure you'll work very hard and do a good job. Though I'll admit, I'm surprised that such a nice young girl could live as a chroma. I have a daughter about your age. She plays all day and doesn't have a care in the world.
Well, ma'am, I need to do this to earn a living.
I know, I like that. I'm very proud of you for working so hard. There might be a little something extra for you if you do a good job. Best of luck, dearie.
You know, I actually don't remember like 90% of the plot. I really get the feeling she betrays us.
I don't know. I can't see any evil spirits.
It's cold and this wind feels kind of lonely. Let's try to figure this out soon so everyone can return home. Did you hear the elder? She's proud of me for working so hard. She likes me, huh, Ash? She's the first person who ever said nice things to me. I like her, too. Let's work really hard so we don't let her down.
Yeah, sounds good.
He didn't know what else to say. Morona did not realize that things would be different if the Elder knew of her reputation as the possessed. Knowing this, Ash was unable to share in Morona's happiness.
Sylph's memory. Really? More demos!
Are those evil spirits?
Not these bastards. They're the same kind that...
I'll go talk to them, Ash. If they're nice spirits like you, maybe we can all be friends.
Morona, wait!
Hi, my name's Morona. What's yours? Maybe he didn't understand. Hello, I am Morona.
Morona, get away from there!
Huh?
Get back! Let me handle this. You'll go no further. For her sake, I will not fail.
Alright. So now, ooh, wait, why is she here? Dark Fusionist. Oh, right! This is where we get fusion. Nice. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm actually going to see what Morona's basic combat ability is. So we got Breath. Slightly increases allies' defense and resistance, can't combine. Slightly decreases enemies' attack. Goody. Does it do damage? It does! Okay, good. So she actually has an offensive ability that we can work with here. Now, we got a couple of trees. We got that thing down there. Do we have anything particularly... Ooh, we get a bomb. Is it within confined radius? No. So the thing about bombs are, they give a massive, massive damage bonus to whatever character you summon on them. But, I don't think we're doing that. So let's see. That's a good one for Ash. That's a good one for Grand Slam Man. And that's a good one for Potato. Okay. We've got some other characters. I'll probably just summon them as we go. I'll bring out Dude. I don't know if he's going to make it. And then we'll do... Oh, just outside of range. Oh, interesting. You can be in the water. I actually forgot about that. Well, either way, this is a pretty good start. And we'll just kick the tar out of these things. Yeah, so, oftentimes there will be, protections. Specifically, they give you benefits for, not killing a character. I don't think I ever actually recognized that when I was originally playing this game, which I feel kind of stupid about, but whatever. You learn, or something. Okay, so we can do Thrap, or we can do Ice. Let's... I don't know if that's going to kill the person, though, so let's just Ice him. Yeah, wouldn't have killed the Dark Fusionist, but it's easier this way anyway. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, sometimes if you've got enough momentum for it, you can actually go a little bit further if you hop up and hop down, especially if the ground is slippery and bouncy, which is quite useful. Okay, so you can't do pretty much anything. Whoops. Let's lift this. And then let's move. Yeah, if your cursor is somewhere, your character will move to the cursor. But if you don't have a cursor anywhere, then your character will, well, if you do have a cursor somewhere, your yeah, it's weird. Okay. Well, it doesn't bother me that much. I'm just glad Morona actually has an ability that she can use for combat. Yeah, so I'll have Morona mostly focused on buffing and stuff. I could have her do other things, but this seems like a reasonable way to set everything up. Okay. We could kill the Dark Fusionist. Let's just accept the experience. Okay. Oh, right. More damage, more EXP. I forgot that... Ah, yes. He needs a weapon before that's actually worthwhile. Let's see. That's not a big deal. I think we'll be okay. I need to level up this book. It only lets me do thwap. Oh, wow. Dead already. Well, that was easy enough. And small amounts of experience for everybody, and a little bit of Bordeaux. Yeah, the more weapons I can get, the better off we're going to be. You may now create a Fusionist to join your battle party. Tutorial Fusionist. Speaking with the Fusionist, you can combine stuff. Maximum level and performance of the characters and items will increase if they're combined. But wait, there's more. You can even combine skills. For example, if you combine a fighter with a book holding a fire attribute, a magic fighter will be created. The elements of each class will not change, however. Be mindful of this when you combine. Okay, so you know what? Yeah, this is a good, sort of good stopping point. Let's, I should have just enough money. Let's make a Fusionist. Oops. Sorry, there's a difference between summon and create. So let's see, Fusionist. There you are. And they're pretty cheap. So we are going to call her... okay. I know this is the wrong gender and whatnot, but it seems like the right thing to do. Okay, and she's also a caster character. Unfortunately, a lot of the, like, support characters aren't particularly useful in combat. They're okay, but they're not as good as, like, the pure combat ones, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Okay, we want to combine stuff, so let's just see what would happen if I combine the stupid sword with the normal stone cane. Okay, so I can do equipment ability up, which would make it better. I think you can do ability up. Let's see. Oh, ability correction rate on confine. So that would make it so when you confine a character as it, the stat bonuses would be better. And you can also pass over skills and stuff. It also increases the maximum level. And I believe combines the mana count as well. But in this case, not worth it at all. Eventually it will be, but not in the current point in time. Okay, well with that, I guess I will see you guys on the next episode of Phantom Brave. And as always, thanks for watching.